Hello, dear brothers and sisters. You may have heard someone say, especially in videos on YouTube itself, that, oh, I have a theory that hell can't be that bad. If you haven't, how would you feel to hear someone say that? What actually causes a person to have this kind of thinking? Can this be considered a theory? A statement that echoes in the midst of uncertainties about the final destiny of the soul. But why is this idea gaining ground? Why do some people dare to challenge the notion of a terrible, eternal hell? Throughout history, hell has been portrayed as a place of torment and punishment, reserved for sinners and transgressors. However, in the midst of this dark narrative, dissenting voices emerge, questioning the veracity of these representations. Is it possible that hell is not as terrible as it is believed? To understand this controversial theory, it is essential to explore its roots and implications. After all, what makes anyone think that hell might not be so bad after all? What are the arguments behind this challenging perspective? In this video, we'll dive into that debate, unraveling its origins and examining its implications. From traditional definitions of hell to modern interpretations, each perspective offers a new layer of understanding about humanity's ultimate destiny. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Activate the bell to receive notifications and share this reflection with those who seek the truth. The journey has only just begun. Get ready to challenge your beliefs and expand your horizons. Before we delve into the depths of this issue, it is crucial to understand the meaning of the term hell. Although their depictions vary between different cultures and religions, one constant prevails. Hell is seen as a place of punishment after death, reserved for those who have transgressed moral or divine principles. In Christianity, hell is described as a state of separation from God, permeated by unimaginable torments. It is the final destiny of impenitent sinners, where the soul suffers for all eternity. However, there are also interpretations that suggest a purification function, an opportunity for redemption even after death, as in the concept of purgatory. Still, in Christianity, hell is generally understood as a place of eternal torment reserved for unrepentant sinners. This view is rooted in the Bible, especially in passages such as the Book of Revelation, which describes a lake of fire where the wicked will be cast. References such as Matthew 25:41, where Jesus speaks of the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels, also contribute to this conception of a hell of eternal punishment. However, there is also the idea of purgatory in some Christian traditions, where souls can be purified before they reach heaven. In other religions, such as Islam and Buddhism, hell is viewed in different ways, but maintaining the basic idea of a place of punishment for the wicked. In Buddhism, the view of hell fits into a karma-based system of reincarnation. Buddhists believe in 6 realms of existence, including hell, where souls can reincarnate according to their past actions. These realms are seen as mental states and not necessarily as physical places. In Islam, hell is known as Jahannam and is described as a place of intense torment for the wicked. The Quran describes Jahannam as a place of blazing fire where sinners are punished severely. However, there's also the belief in divine mercy, where believers can be forgiven and attain paradise. These different perspectives on hell reflect the complexities of religious beliefs and the diverse ways in which cultures interpret the ultimate destiny of the soul. As we explore these conceptions, we can better understand how the idea of hell has influenced and continues to influence societies around the world. At the center of this controversy lies such a theory that many insist on propagating on TV and the internet, but mostly in mundane podcasts that have little or almost nothing to add to us. Hell might not be that bad, someone said. Those who defend it argue that traditional depictions of hell are exaggerated, a narrative designed to instill fear and control the masses. From this perspective, hell is reinterpreted as a state of consciousness, an inner journey towards self-discovery and transcendence. Proponents of this theory suggest that, rather than being a place of eternal punishment, hell can be seen as a process of purification of the soul, an opportunity to confront and overcome inner shadows. Rather than being a final destination, it is seen as a transitory stage in the spiritual journey where one confronts one's ego and seeks enlightenment. This view challenges traditional conceptions of hell as a place of absolute damnation, proposing a more compassionate and inclusive approach. It is argued that rather than being destined for eternity of suffering, souls have the ability to redeem themselves and evolve spiritually, regardless of their past transgressions. Exploring philosophical and theological views, proponents of this theory find support in concepts such as free will and divine mercy. They assert that divine justice is not necessarily synonymous with eternal punishment, but rather with an opportunity for redemption and spiritual growth. But even with these persuasive arguments, the theory that hell might not be so bad after all faces scathing criticism. Those who oppose this view question the validity of minimizing the severity of hell, arguing that it could lead to moral and ethical complacency. In addition to traditional religious views on hell, some Eastern philosophies offer interesting perspectives on duality and balance in the universe. Yin-yang, a fundamental concept in Chinese philosophy, represents the complementary interplay of opposing forces, such as good and evil, light and dark. This duality is seen as an intrinsic part of nature and the cosmos, where each aspect depends on the other to exist. In the context of hell, this duality can be interpreted as a reflection of the complexity of human existence and the fate of the soul after death. This reflection raises an intriguing question about the nature of duality and its absence in the afterlife. If the world of the living is permeated by duality, where good and evil coexist, why shouldn't this duality extend beyond death? Is it possible that, just as in the physical world, the afterlife is also characterized by a duality of experiences and destinies? Do you know the parable of the wall? This parable depicts a man standing on a wall, with God on one side and Satan on the other. While God incessantly calls man to the side of light and redemption, Satan stands silently, watching. After a long period in this situation, the man, puzzled, questions Satan about his lack of invitation. Why does God call me incessantly to jump to his side while you stand silently watching me on the fence? Satan's answer reveals a startling truth. Satan answers, "Because the wall is mine." This parable illustrates the idea that while there may be an apparent duality, ultimately the domain of good and evil is unique to each entity. And if God is good, and if sin is bad, which stains our souls, thinking humanly, would it be right for us to stand before God who is good, stained with sin that is bad? This reflection raises an essential question about divine justice and the nature of human sin. If God is considered good and sin is seen as something that stains our souls, how can we stand before God, who is good, while we bear this stain of sin? This question brings into focus the need for atonement and redemption, and raises debates about the nature of divine forgiveness and the moral responsibility of human beings. Over the centuries, hell has been a recurring theme in literature and the arts, reflecting the beliefs and fears of different eras. From the vivid descriptions of hellish torments in Dante's Divine Comedy to Milton's complex vision in Paradise Lost, the narrative of hell has fascinated and haunted generations. In the Divine Comedy, Dante Alighieri presents an epic journey through hell, purgatory, and paradise, where each level of suffering is meticulously described in vivid detail. Not only did the work influence the popular conception of hell, but it also established a hierarchical system of punishments that influenced subsequent art and literature. John Milton's Paradise Lost offers a more complex view of hell, portraying it as a place of rebellion and spiritual conflict. The fall of Lucifer and the subsequent war in heaven cast a shadow over hell, highlighting the issues of free will and moral responsibility. In addition to literary works, hell has also been depicted in other forms of art, such as painting, sculpture, and music. Painters such as Hieronymus Bosch and Gustave Doré created disturbing images of hell, filled with grotesque creatures and gruesome tortures. In music, composers such as Giuseppe Verdi and Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart explored the theme of hell in their operas, highlighting its dramatic and emotional potential. These literary and artistic masterpieces offer profound insights into the nature of humanity and its spiritual aspirations. As we examine these depictions of hell throughout history, we can better understand how this view of the beyond has influenced and continues to influence the human imagination and search for ultimate truth. The concept of hell goes beyond religious spheres, exerting a significant impact on the cultural and social fabric of societies throughout history. The perception of hell influences not only individual beliefs, but also shapes social norms, legal institutions, and even government policies. In many cultures, the notion of divine punishment in hell serves as a mechanism of social control, encouraging conformity to the moral and ethical norms set forth by the dominant religion. Fear of eternal punishment acts as a brake on behaviors deemed sinful or deviant, promoting social cohesion and stability. In addition, the depiction of hell in literature, art, and entertainment plays an important role in shaping cultural identity and transmitting social values. Hell is often used as a powerful metaphor for human suffering, exploring themes such as injustice, redemption, and the nature of the human condition. In the legal field, the notion of divine justice in hell has influenced the development of legal and penal systems in many societies. The concept of punishment proportionate to the sins committed finds an echo in legal principles such as retribution and rehabilitation, shaping criminal policies and judicial procedures. In addition, the perception of hell as a place of eternal punishment also raises ethical questions about the treatment of criminals and the role of forgiveness in society. While some advocate a more punitive approach, others argue in favor of mercy and rehabilitation, reflecting different interpretations of the concept of divine justice. The cultural and social impact of hell is vast and multifaceted, permeating every aspect of human life. From its roots in religion to its manifestations in art and law, hell continues to exert a profound influence on how we perceive the world and our place in it. To enrich our understanding of hell and its various interpretations, it is essential to draw on the opinions and reflections of theologians, philosophers, and religious scholars. Her analyses offer a variety of perspectives on this complex and provocative topic, illuminating the nuances of its nature and significance. Among Christian theologians, we find a variety of opinions on hell, from traditional views of eternal punishment to more inclusive interpretations of redemption and reconciliation. Some theologians emphasize the importance of human free will in determining the afterlife fate, while others highlight divine mercy as a redemptive force. Philosophers and religious scholars also offer valuable reflections on hell, exploring issues such as the nature of human suffering, the problem of evil, and the existence of free will. His reflections shed light on the moral and ethical complexities associated with the conception of hell and its role in religious beliefs and society at large. In addition to scholarly analyses, the Holy Scriptures offer a wealth of quotations and passages related to hell, providing a theological basis for understanding this concept. Biblical passages such as Matthew 25:41 and Revelation 20:15 offer vivid visions of the ultimate fate of unrepentant sinners, while other texts offer hope for redemption and forgiveness. Interviews with religious leaders and spiritual figures can also provide unique insight into hell and its implications. Their personal experiences and insights can shed light on practical and existential issues related to hell, offering guidance and solace to those seeking to understand more about this complex topic. By studying and comparing a variety of opinions, quotes, and interviews related to hell, we can broaden our understanding of this fundamental concept and its relevance to the human and spiritual experience. After exploring the various facets and interpretations of hell, it is evident that this concept plays a deep and complex role in religion, culture, and society. From its roots in religious traditions to its depictions in art and literature, hell continues to exert a powerful influence on the human imagination and the search for ultimate truth. Throughout this journey of reflection, we examine the definitions and concepts of hell in different religious traditions, explore the controversial theory that hell may not be so bad after all, and consider the counterpoints and critiques to this view. In addition, we delve into the historical and literary perspectives of hell, reflect on its cultural and social impact, and analyze a variety of quotes, interviews, and opinions on the topic. In the face of this wealth of information and ideas, it is crucial to remember that hell is more than a simple theological construct or philosophical concept. It is a spiritual reality that resonates deeply with the human experience, touching on existential questions about good and evil, suffering and redemption, the destiny of the soul, and the nature of God. Therefore, I invite you, dear brother and sister, to continue exploring this fascinating topic on your own, to seek answers to your own questions, and to reflect on your own views on hell and its meaning in your life. For at the end of the day, it is through the search for truth and deep reflection that we can find light in the midst of darkness and hope in the midst of despair. Now that we have explored this topic and its various interpretations in depth, I invite you to engage even more with our content. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue learning and reflecting on spiritual and philosophical issues, be sure to subscribe to our channel, activate the bell to receive notifications, and share this video with your friends and family. Your participation is fundamental for the growth and continuity of this space for dialogue and reflection. Leave your comments below, sharing your own views and experiences related to the topic of hell. We look forward to hearing your feedback and continuing this journey together. Thank you for being a part of this community and for committing to your own journey of discovery and spiritual growth. See you in the next video.